Yo, what up everyone? Amir Rahimi here, owner of Rappin' and Snackin'. Another episode of Collector's Corner. Let's get right to it. Gonna start off with some of the record store day purchases I got in 2020 with the whole pandemic going on and no one was able to go to the stores, or let me rephrase that. Not all the stores were open as they usually are, and if they were open, it was all like limited capacity. So they split Record Store Day into 3 days instead of the traditional 1 day that they have it, not counting the Black Friday Record Store Day. But the traditional Record Store Day was cut into 3 days, and then you also had a Black Friday one, so it's like 4 Record Store Days or whatever. So I'm going to start off with some of the things I got for Record Store Day that was split across those days. Since I didn't go to any of the stores and I was too slow online, I had to get everything on eBay and Discogs. I couldn't get it from any of the stores that I was actually trying to get them from. So I paid on average like $10 more for all these, except for one of them, which I'll tell you. But first off, this is one I got from Discogs. This is Freddie Gibbs and Madlib Pinata, the 74 version. Super dope cover. This album, like I've said in other videos, is one of my favorite albums of 2014. Pinata's super great. I was happy that they were creative and dropped the 74 version. They also dropped a 64 version, which was also limited edition, and I also picked that one up. I showed that in one of my previous videos, actually. But boom, picked that one up. This is the one that I actually got for only a couple bucks more. This is Snoop Dogg's I Want to Thank Me. This was also for Record Store Day. This, actually, I think a lot of them were selling like for even less than what they were selling for on Record Store Day, because they printed quite a few, and then I guess it wasn't as in high demand as the other ones. But Snoop Dogg I Want to Thank Me, picked that one up. That was a Record Store Day one. This one, woo! So, man. This is 3-6 Mafia's subgroup Tear the Club Up Thugs. I've talked about them a few times. This is just one of those incredible banger of an album. And honestly, just looking at this track list, it's just like so many of these tracks will get you amped. So many of them will, like the track Get Bucket Wild. Like, that's literally what this album is. Honestly, there's some songs that aren't as hype. But really, this is a song that this is like gym music. You put this one on at the gym, you pump this one, you put this in to get you pumped up, amped up, whatever. This is such a great album. It's produced so well. I'll probably end up actually reviewing this album front to back, so I won't get too into it. Also, the hype sticker I took off. It was very easy to take off, and I just threw it on the back. Super easy. I just peeled it just with my fingers, put it on the back, because it was like covering half of Juicy J's face. I couldn't have that, or no, it's half of Juicy J's face. I couldn't have that, so I was like, let me just throw it on the back. But this one too, got this for like $10, more than what the retail was. And then lastly, The Game's Born to Rap. This is a little different because this is on 3 records, because this was a double disc CD. So they split this up into 3 vinyl records. And Born to Rap, actually, just to give like a quick breakdown of it, honestly, it's one of his worst albums. And if it was just a single disc, it would have been probably, I don't know how he would have split it up, but this probably would have been like I'd say in the middle of his discography in terms of how great it is. But, this is a problem that a lot of rappers try and do. They have so much music that they split it into 2 discs, and or in this case, 3 vinyl records. And sometimes it's better to have the fans wanting more than getting more and wanting less, you know what I mean? So that's the case with Born to Rap. There's just a little too much filler on here, but it's still a good album, and I suggest checking it out if you're a fan of the game. But yeah, I mean, at 24 tracks, it is a bit long, but still good. Pick that one up for probably like $5 to $10 more than what the retail was. And lastly, I got to shout out my guy, Matt from Coal Mine Records. He actually hooked me up with this one. This is the little Toya Jackson by Sean Price. Rest in peace, Sean Price. This was also for Record Store Day. This is 7-inch, but this actually has the original as well as the remix on it. So big shout out to my guy Matt, and I was happy to pick that up once again. Rest in peace of Sean Price. Moving on. So that was Record Store Day stuff that I gotten, when Record Store Day was going on. Next up, let's get into this. My guy, as you know, Soren Baker. probably the smartest guy I've ever met in terms of rap music history and just knowing literally like anything. He really knows so much, you'd be surprised. But this is his book that he worked on with Gucci Mane, The Gucci Mane Guide to Greatness. He blessed me with a copy. He's an excellent author as well, so I highly suggest if you like Gucci Mane or want something to read, go ahead and check this out. Soren does not disappoint, so definitely peep this out. Some dope back cover art as well. Support my guy Soren. Thanks Soren for this. Alright, let's see what's up next. Okay, so we got the limited edition release of the studio debut EP by up-and-coming artist Geechee. Geechee, it's actually also on my shirt right here. Had to support More Than Ever Records right here. So, studio debut EP by Geechee, as I said. The EP is called If I Was Born Then. Highly suggest checking it out. He's been making moves in the future, that's for sure. This is short, about 6 tracks. Definitely go ahead and peep it. Produced by Majid, also goes by Saeed Sounds. And shout out to my boy Rob for hooking this one up. Definitely peep it out and let me know what you think of this one too. Next up going on, we got had to pick this one up from Discogs. This is, you know, my favorite rapper, Ice Cube. What Can I Do remixes on maxi cassette tape. So this is not the one that made the album, you know, just the What Can I Do single, but these are the remixes. So it includes the West Side remix that's produced by Laylaw, and it provides also the East Side remix, which is produced by Ali Shaheed from Tribe Called Quest. So these are also, they threw this on, I feel like they threw this on the Bootlegs and B-Side compilation, and if they didn't throw it on that, they may have thrown one or both of them on the Bootlegs and B-Sides, I don't remember. But they for sure threw these on the Lethal Injection, like some of the represses, when Priority repressed them and added like bonus tracks. These are thrown on there, at least the pressing I have. So, boom, had to pick this one up. What Can I Do remixes. This I got for $15 from Discogs, shipped. Alright, so last thing I want to get into is this big bundle I got from Discogs. This was $90 shipped, so I got quite a few things. I haggled with the guy, brought him down a little bit, and this is what I got, quite a few things, so let me just go right through it. First off, I'll go into this Sister Souljah, her album 360 Degrees of Power. This album on tape, I actually have not listened to this yet, and I've been very patient because there's an Ice Cube feature on here that I haven't heard yet, and I try not to spoil myself and listen to my favorite rappers' verses until I hear, you know, the albums that they're featured on. So this one I haven't listened to it yet, and I am excited to listen to it when I do, and then we'll see what I think of that Ice Cube feature. I'm not sure, but Sister Souljah, boom, right there. Next up we got, this is actually also an album I haven't heard yet, and I only picked it up because it was released on Ruthless Records, and this was a promo, so I added it to the bundle. This is Jimmy G's Musical Madness. I'm not sure what I will think of this, but I did check out the song Funky Flute a while back, and I peeped the music video, and Dre was in there, and Dre, I believe he produced on it too, but this was released on Ruthless Records, promo copy for Musical Madness right there, Jimmy Z. Next up, these three are all sealed. So first up we got Dungeon Family, Even in Darkness, their album. Picked that one up, still sealed, got the hype sticker on it. Naughty by Nature, Icons, hype sticker treatment as well. Same thing with LL Cool J's 10 album. So pick these all up. Like I said, everything I'm about to show you was $90 shipped, so let's keep it moving. So we got the dope female MC Yo-Yo right here, Girl Don't Be No Fool. This is also sealed, so this guy had a lot of shit that was like in very clean condition or sealed, so can't really complain on that. But Yo-Yo's single right here, all sealed up. Next up, this is one that more people probably know, as this was more of like a popular single. This is Noreaga Super Thug. This is from his debut album. This is a pretty dope one, produced by Neptunes, and yeah, man, this is a pretty dope one. This is another one that can get you pumped up a little bit, Noreaga. And then next up, so those are all the tapes in this bundle. Now let's get into the CDs that I got from the bundle. And this also is actually the same thing as I said with the Sister Souljah. This is another Ice Cube feature that I haven't heard, but this is not... I don't even know if I'm going to get the album because I just got the single. But this is David Bowie, and a lot of you may not even know that he had a song or was featured on a song that was by David Bowie. But this is David Bowie's I'm Afraid of Americans, and it says special guest Ice Cube. So who knows if he raps or if he talks, I have no idea. But I have to throw this one in and listen to it. And it's got a very interesting cover art. It shows a guy on a tree being hung. It shows the American flag under the tree. It's got a scared person here. So it's grim, but also very interesting art. It's like a child drew it, essentially. But there you go, I'm Afraid of Americans. So hopefully it's dope. I don't know. I'm not expecting too much, but you never know. When was it released, actually? This was released in 1997. And then it also says some of these tracks reproduced by 9 Inch Nails. So this will just be very interesting to listen. We'll have to peep that one out. Keeping on the Ice Cube trend, I picked up Death Certificate, another pressing that I didn't have of Death Certificate, just the greatest album of all time. This is just continuing on with more stuff that I have. It's just a slightly different pressing, that's it. Nothing crazy that I really have to elaborate on. Pick that one up, boom. This was one of the more unique things that I picked up in this bundle. This is super dope. A lot of y'all probably don't know this. This is Slick Rick's The Art of Storytelling album. However, this is the advance that comes, with no artwork at all. It's just a CD, and this is actually a different track list. So this, I don't remember the Art of Storytelling track list right off the top of my head, so I couldn't tell you exactly which ones aren't on that album and which ones are on this. But I remember there's a few tracks. I feel like I Sparkle is not on the Art of Storytelling, the one that was retail released. And maybe not Fresh either. I don't know. I should have probably brought them up and compared them both. But either way, look this one up. It is on Discogs, so you can go ahead and peep the track list and compare them. But this is the Art of Storytelling, the one that did not hit the shelves. This is the promo, the unmastered copy. So peep that one up. I was happy to peep that out, and I need to peep those other tracks. Next up, we got Lil Jon and the East Side Boys, and this is actually the sampler to Kings of Crunk. So this actually has no art right here, and it's got art on the back, but it's no art on the front. Instead, the CD itself, it's pretty dope art, and it's like a little mini disc on the back, but the CD itself is like art on a clear disc and a mini disc on the back. So super dope. I like that art concept. And boom, we got here. And some of y'all might be like, oh, Lil Jon, East Side Boys, that's weird. I wasn't expecting Amir to listen to that. Lil Jon, let's just be pretty clear right now. Lil Jon is one of the best, most iconic producers of all time. He influenced the whole genre of hip-hop. He's crossed over not only in hip-hop, but other genres as well. He's clearly one of the best, whether you think he's annoying or too loud or rowdy or whatever on his lyrical and rapping performances. That's a topic for another day, and it's totally mood music as well. But in terms of actually producing, he's a genius, and he's definitely one of the best ever. And you can just how many songs did he influence and artists did he kind of revive in the mid-2000s and the early 2000s and the late 2000s? Legend. So had to get that one out there too. Next up, we got some records. So we got Indo G and Lil Blunt. This is Blame It on the Funk. This is a single that was on Luke Records. I actually have not heard this album yet. And actually, when I started my 3-6 Mafia journey, I picked up the Indo G album, Angel Dust, which I had shown this in a few videos back. But I remember my guy, Soren Baker, actually told me, he was like, you gotta peep that Indo G and Lil Blunt album, because that one's really good. So I'm actually looking for that on CD right now, but I picked up the single in the meantime, Blame It on the Funk. So I'm excited to peep this album out. So boom, this is before he released his Angel Dust album, which was with DJ Paul and Juicy J production. Next up, we got Michelle A. Keep Watching. This is produced by Dr. Dre, so I had to pick it up. I actually also need to get her album, her debut album too. And yeah, so I picked this one up too. It was on his site, or on his Discogs. Next up, we got The Game, Dope Boys. So this is the clean version, and instead of Dope Boys, it's Doughboys. So, you know, they're always trying to find different ways to make things clean, or to advertise as clean. You know, just drop a P on that. So whatever. This is from his LAX album. Dope Boys, I actually really like the song a lot. I think it's produced very well. It's just a great song. Travis Barker does well on that one too. And the last of that bundle, I got Gangsta Boo's Inquiring Minds. But this is just, you know, promo. It's just got the records. There's no artwork. And this is something that I can totally see someone pressing up and putting artwork to it. This is a really good album. I highly suggest checking it out if you haven't. I mean, there's a couple songs that I can do without, that's for sure, but it is a solid album. And DJ Paul and Juicy J, this is when they're just producing so well, and you can tell that on certain tracks on these. And definitely a song that's very COVID relatable would be the song Don't Stand So Close. It's just, that's a banger of a track. And then, oh no, right? It's a pretty good one, man. So, Gangsta Boo's Inquiring Minds promo. And then lastly, okay, so this actually, I did not get part of that bundle. So that bundle is all done. This is just a solo thing that I got from another Discog seller. I got this for $7 shipped. This is classic, big time classic. I've talked about this in my videos that I just released. This is Project Pat's Ooh Nuttin'. First of all, that Missa Don't Play album is phenomenal. And then you get the track Ooh Nuttin', which is towards the tail end of the album, no pun intended. But Ooh Nuttin', big time banger. And then on the B side of this, you got this track So High, which if you just talk about from a production standpoint, if you go from Ooh Nuttin' to So High, it doesn't even sound like they'd be on the same album, because sonically they're just two completely different tracks, right? So that just, and this, I'm kind of bringing this up because this shows that DJ Paul and Juicy J are so great at producing that they can put both these songs on the same album and make it sound amazing. And also is a testament to how great Project Pat is, that he can flow really on any type of track, and he can do two different concepts. So, like I said, I'm trying to, you know, sell you guys, if you haven't heard that Missa Don't Play album, listen to it. But this, Ooh Nuttin', picked it up, got the hype sticker on it, big time banger. These are all the things that I got. It was a pretty solid come up, a pretty good video for all these things, I should say. I was happy about that $90 haul. Let me know what y'all think, man. And don't forget, like I said, to peep out that If I Was Born Then EP. Geechee's going to be on the come up, that's for sure. I'll tell you that right now. And then we got just all this stuff, man. Let me know what your favorites are. Let me know what you think. And I'll talk to you next time. Peace.